Hi everyone, Salesforce Chef here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Despite the coronavirus, I hope you use this time to improve your Salesforce knowledge, learn that Apex, start learning that Lightning Web Component soon. There is something really interesting I would like you guys to learn about, which I also need to learn about. And something I've been thinking about, but have been really struggling with and getting confused when I took a look and spent like 10 minutes trying to navigate myself around it, which is what you see in front of you, Salesforce Discord. You might have seen this mentioned on the Reddit or some LinkedIn Salesforce groups. They say, why don't you join us on the Reddit? We have some good discussions going on there. And so let's find out, what is this Salesforce Discord? And here I have with me Walters 954. Please make sure to sign up his YouTube channel. He has some great content there. Walters 954. I will put a link in the video description. Thank you so much for joining.
Cool. Yeah. Happy to help show another fellow YouTuber and everybody else how to use some Discord. I'm using it for a while now, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
Oh, great. This is my first time actually using the app of the Salesforce Discord. Walters954 asked me to download it, so I did. And previously I was using the browser version of it. And so Warren, what is Salesforce Discord? Why do you use it?
As far as why do I use it and what it is, it's basically just a community of other Salesforce professionals and myself just talking about Salesforce. So I use it primarily to either get information, stay in touch with some people that I may not normally stay in touch with.
Okay, so there is a community here, right? So of people, and how do you know who to talk to? What do you talk to about?
So there's different channels that you can talk to or talk about things. So if you see on the left panel, there's all of these different sections or in different areas to chat about certain things. And then on the right panel, I think I can draw. So on the right panel over here, there's all the different people who are online at the moment. And just because they're online doesn't mean they're actively looking at the stuff. It may just mean that their computer's on. But in the left panel is kind of where you get situated for the different various chats. So they're just channels. So if you click on general, that's the general chat, and you can kind of say almost anything about Salesforce in there. But if you have something more specific or a specialty that you want to look into, you can click on the other channel. So for instance, if you want to talk about general development, you would click on the Dev General channel. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different channels based on your specialties and what you kind of want to talk about. And there's different people who will be in those channels at various times.
I see. So say I have a developer question, and then what do I do here? I just type something here?
Yep. So you would click on the Dev General, which you're in right now, and type out your question, whatever you have. And, a couple people will see it and they may answer it.
So the new stuff, the stuff I type right now just shows up here, and the old stuff is up there, yeah?
It's kind of works like a normal chat room type of situation. So, I mean, it is a chat room. So all the new stuff will be at the bottom, and if you want to, you can read through some of the old stuff that's in there.
I see. And are the people helpful? Do they respond to your questions?
Oh yeah, they're very helpful. And we'll go down pretty deep rabbit holes and trying to figure out things that may not be the most important, but the best is to, get input from people, especially people who've done things in the past that you may not know about, or, get another's perspective from things. And a lot of that happens in the general channel. So there's a lot of discussion that goes on in there.
Really?
People help each other out or just talk about Salesforce.
What's their motivation to help? Like on Stack Exchange, on the Salesforce Stack Exchange, people get points, you like upvote their answer, and as they get more points, they have certain privileges. What's the benefit? Why do people want to help each other here?
I couldn't tell you. It's more of just community-based things. People help because it's an interesting problem because you want to figure it out.
Oh, really?
There's really no point system. There are some sort of points that live inside of Discord, but that it doesn't really affect anything. You don't get any additional privileges.
Got it. Okay. All right. And one of the, if I join the Discord, should I use my own name or come up with like an anonymizer name?
It really depends on you. There's people in here with their real names and there's people in there without them. So I'm assuming this Salesforce internal David Reed is an actual person. And then you have people like SFDC Fox, who I forgot his actual name. I know.
Oh, I recognize him from Stack Exchange.
SFDC Fox. So yeah,
Everybody knows him.
he's just hanging out in here, but nobody knows his real name. So it really depends on your preference.
Okay, cool. So when I see this, it says overload of visual identity, then Salesforce internal COVID. What are these things here? What are these categories?
I think they're internal categories that you can set up on Discord. So it's kind of like a loose and fun network to be on. So you have a funny title like COVID-19 or Overlord of Visual Identity, and it's just a title that you can set for yourself. So
okay. How do I set the title for myself?
There's a specific way. I don't remember how to do it. I don't know if I've set one for myself. It might be in the introduction channel, maybe.
Okay.
Or the basic info channel, maybe.
I see.
Over here. But yeah, there's different ways to set who you are and what your title is. Nobody's gonna hold you to it. If you want to say that you're an architect, go for it. But that's on you.
Got it. All right, you answered my basic questions. So let's say I have a scenario. There's a specific thing I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to find my first Salesforce developer job. I've been learning Apex, have tried creating some Lightning Web components using Trailhead. I have created a little project, like a property management app, and I'm trying to find my first job. And how can I use Discord to help me do that?
There's a couple different areas. You could try one, just talking to people in the general chat. Oftentimes they'll bring up if they have openings or you could definitely build relationships that way. There's also the job offers channel that you can submit that you're looking for work. And I think that's really the main two ways of doing it. So as you can see here, this person posted that they're looking to hire somebody, and this person posted that they're looking to get a full-time position. You kind of just put yourself out there. I don't know how successful you will be. I haven't heard bad things about this, so it can't hurt for putting your info out here and seeing if anybody follows up on you. There are actually some recruiters that are in the Discord as well, so just getting exposure.
So how can I find the recruiters? Should I just make interesting questions or just I put out my profile in the job offers and they will reach out to me?
I would assume so. So if you see on the bottom right, you could directly message the Rolex GMT.
Oh, wow.
Whoever that is. And see if they have any openings.
Wow. So let's just say Rolex.
That they're
are you hiring right now? Wow, I can go like that.
Yep, and you actually sent him that message, so.
Cool. All right, interesting.
Yeah, so it's just a cool way of talking to new people, meeting some people that you wouldn't normally, and getting some more experience or just some fresh ideas on some things you may be struggling with.
Cool. When I click here, it says, wow, look, she responded.
Mm-hmm.
She says she got laid off, or he got laid off.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
How have you been doing with the whole COVID-19? Still in work?
Yes, still in work. I thought they would cut our salaries because I hear a lot of companies like
cutting the
salaries,
bonuses.
not even bonuses, just regular salaries, not to fire people, but have had no mention of that.
That's good.
What about you?
Same over here. Still got plenty to do. Everything's been good so far.
Cool. We're in a good place. We're very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
If I were doing the same thing, I mean, if I were a non-developer, which was like just 5 years ago, and this happened, I might not be in a job right now.
Yeah.
So one of the things that confuses me is this about Discord is this. It says add a server. What is this server thing?
So the servers are basically companies, if you want to think of it like that, or communities. So the SFDC exchange, Discord is a server. If you click add server, you can add other ones, and they'll probably give you some options. Or no, they're not there. So if you have a specific one, you can add it if you know like the link. If you go back to the search, you can create your own, which this is what
you can find communities here.
Yeah, so this is normally a gaming service type of chat. So you'll see a lot of games like Minecraft and Fortnite on here, but they just made one. You can make it about anything. So
got it. So are most people sitting on the Discord recruiters? I mean, not recruiters, Salesforce. I mean, are most people sitting on Discord gamers?
I would say there's probably a higher percentage of gamers on Discord in the SF Exchange Discord than a normal work-related chat.
Got it.
So, and you'll see that too. Like if you scroll down this list, it'll tell you if some people are playing games or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Right here it says playing Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, because it syncs up with that stuff.
Interesting.
But I think you'll find a higher ratio than like at your normal workplace or your normal Slack or whatever than anything else. Just because, for me it was an easy transition. I know how to use this because I use this for my other stuff, other gaming chats.
Got it. So it really helped me understand Discord when you said that this is like Slack. Here are your colleagues. Here are the channels, and you can join the discussions.
Yep, and then there's voice rooms too. So any of the ones with these little voice symbols, if you click on it, you'll be joining it with your voice. And I could technically come in here too. And now I don't know if the audio is coming through fully, but
it's coming through. How do I stop this?
I'm gonna leave, or well, you could leave by pressing this button.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Wow. Interesting. So there is like I join and I talk to whoever is in the room.
Yep.
Wow. So interesting.
Yeah. There's office hours. So I think earlier this week there was the office hours, and they just had like everybody come in and talk about some more complex stuff that was going on. So there's a specific channel to type it out, but everybody joined the voice channel to talk about it.
So interesting. Nice. Wow. Now I can make more use of Discord. This was just like the other side of the moon for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was overwhelming. Now I'm making sense of it. All right. Which channel is your favorite? Just general and the developer one?
I would say general for the most part. I'll be snooping around in there. I don't really go to the developer one because I don't have that much time to answer as many questions.
I see. There's so much discussion going on. Is there any way to search through and see if there's anything relevant for you?
What do you mean by Oh, I guess. And so at the top right, you can do a search. I don't know what you mean by relevant, but
I mean, like if I'm searching
stuff.
for like something about government limits.
Yes, but a lot of stuff will come up.
So all the discussions around government limits will show up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, from office hours, from Stack Exchange.
It may just be easier to ask your question, even if it's a question that's been asked before, to talk about governor limits.
Oh, really?
Searching, it works out, but there's so much conversation going on that it's probably better just to ask it again.
But there is so much conversation going on. You don't keep track of conversation, right? You just join in and see what's being discussed.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. I think we got everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's something about SFDX, SFXD GitHub. Is this?
You can explore those. They have a I think that's just their website. So they have a wiki and some links, and that's it.
Interesting.
Oh, and then they do produce the abridged notes, release notes.
Are we maybe this one, wiki?
Yeah, try to go to that one. And then somewhere around there's going to be Salesforce releases. Try that. This one.
Wow.
Yeah. If you haven't seen these, they're literally the best.
Wow, my God. Who comes up? Who writes this?
I think it's Wendigo. So he's one of the moderators of the Discord. It may be at the bottom.
Interesting.
But I think it's a collaborative effort for the most part.
Wow, cool. Thank you so much. I've seen mention of some abridged version of the releases on Reddit,
mm-hmm.
and maybe they took it from here, right?
Yeah, I think they post it all over the place once they complete it.
Cool. So among the different options, Reddit, Discord, Twitter, what else is there that people use a lot? Developer forums. Which one do you use the most?
It's a combination. So especially if I can't find something on the developer forums, like something I'm searching specifically, and I'm out of like most of my options, I will go here second from like Google searching.
Okay, you would post your question here, and then you would write a post on the developer forum, or you just ask directly? If
nobody can answer it here, then I would put a post on the developer forum.
Oh, interesting approach. Cool. Walters 954, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for enlightening me about Discord. I hope many people will find this useful and join the Salesforce Exchange Discord.
Yeah, no problem.